Hi beauties, welcome back to my channel. So today's tutorial will be on this fierce winged liner. So to begin, I'm taking my NYC black liquid liner and I'm going to start extending that right out. I like to do this first because you get an idea of kind of where you're going with things. So then I bring that right back down, connect it, and start to fill in. I always tell everybody, when you're doing a wing, you're going to start out with your sketch. Once you get your sketch down, that's when you can build on it and create your own shape. So here, I'm still sketching. I'm still trying to figure out the flow of my wing. So you'll notice that I fill in any sparse areas, any empty areas, and then I build. Again, really small strokes just so you don't get that rigid edges and it all looks really seamless and smooth. I wanted to keep in as many clips as possible. I didn't want to deprive you guys of any little detail that I wanted to do with this video because every little detail is helpful. Knowing the motion, the way you hold the brush, how much pressure you have, and how you work in small strokes, that's all really important. So if you cut it all out, I mean, you're not really getting too much from the video. So anyway, I'm working on the wing. Now notice here I'm going in with lighter pressure and then I take my nail and kind of swoop it out. Another little tip is I like to go in with my concealer or my foundation with a small flat shader brush, and I like to just sharpen everything up. Working in really small strokes and also very light pressure, I start to carve out and clean up the wing. This is also really helpful for anybody that has trouble getting that really sharp edge. This tip is like a lifesaver. You guys will have to try it. I felt like my wing was going a little too upward, so I cleaned up the top. I don't usually do this, but to each his own. I mean, you can do it if you want. The sky's the limit with this. There's no rules. Hey, and I don't want to hear any chingaderas in the comments about, damn bitch, your liner's way too long, it's gonna touch your eyebrow. This is the way I like it. I'm not telling you to do it. You do whatever you want. Take little bits and pieces of the tutorial and make it your own. Moving on to the other eye, I'm going to start again with that base and elongate that. My camera was not focusing, but we're going to ignore that. We're going to go on with the show, and we're still going to be able to see a little bit of the motion that we're doing here. So I'm just filling in the gaps, and you guys can see all those like ridges, and it's just not very smooth. So that's where it comes into play, where you're going to use really light hand, light pressure, and smooth out those edges by tapering it out onto your wing. Fun little fact is I have a big scar on this eye, so whenever you have any type of scar, there's going to be texture, so it's really hard to get super crisp lines. Working with that concealer on this side is really crucial because that's the way you get your lines to be super defined and very crisp. The number one question I get asked is, how do I get my liner so tapered? Number one thing, and I'm going to emphasize this again, don't use so much pressure, very light-handed, and just flick it out. Just make sure that you're not going too heavy-handed. That's my number one tip here. Now for lashes, I'm taking these from OG Lashes. They are in the style number 31. Super full, super fluttery. I feel like it was so appropriate for this bold wing liner. And I do have all of their information linked down below, including a coupon code if you guys are interested in their lashes. Adding a coat of mascara. I'm taking this one from Benefit. You guys know it's my favorite. It's the Roller Lash Mascara. I'm going to add a coat. I wanted to keep the eyes really simple, so I went with a chocolate brown eyeliner. This one's from MAC, and it's in the color Costa Riche. Adding one more layer of mascara, and we're going to repeat the same exact thing to the other eye. And that's pretty much it, guys. I really hope that you guys found this video informative and helpful. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on all future uploads. I'll go ahead and see you beauties in my next one.
Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history.